Oh, yeah. The phone. Your mom, because your mom will call you.
I thought you were going to say your mom joke. I was about to ready
No,
to
no.
get mad.
If you don't, when you don't turn your phone on silent or whatever, that's when your mom calls you and tells you, "Hey, look, you're on TV. I just wanted to call and let you know that you're on TV.
You're on the Facebook.
You're on the Facebook.
You're moving.
And you're talking about stuff." So I just got the notification on my phone at Glocker Realty Insurance is live now with an event, the Cast at Glocker. So we're live. For some reason, Jeff, it's not hooking up to you.
I can tell you.
What?
I got hacked.
Oh, sorry.
My account got hacked, so I had to put a new login on.
Oh, so that means you're going to have a new stream key on your channel.
No. It's I still kept it.
All right. Well, you'll have to log in.
I just had to put a new password in.
Long story short, I'm turning you off.
Good.
So
next week I'll be back.
Next week you'll be back. You won't be able to see Jeff on his Facebook page, but you can look at Glocker Realty Insurance, and you can also look at YouTube, Glocker Realty Insurance. Don't forget to subscribe over on YouTube if you haven't already. It does help us get subscribers on YouTube. It helps our analytics, if nothing else. And it's free.
Free. I mean,
free.
Do you see the commercial? Free. Yeah.
So just do it. Let us know how we sound. I think the sound's all right. Somebody's saying sound is good.
I heard already that we sound good. We just don't know if our guests sound great yet. But I'm sure they will. I mean, they sound good too. But
so why don't we do this? Let's introduce our guests today, or they can introduce themselves.
Let's be polite and introduce them. Ready?
All right, Jeff, go.
Here we have Larry O'Toole from the newest establishment in Boyertown, correct, Jillian?
Yes.
Okay. It's Boyertown Ice Cream and Water Ice Factory. And he's been kind enough to bring in some treats for us today, which I'm really excited about. I know Matt is, because that's all he does is talk about food all the time.
That's true.
Yes. So, and we also have Jillian, I'm sorry, what's your last name again, Jillian?
McGee.
Jillian Mcgee. I should have wrote it down.
I knew that.
Jillian Mcgee is here with us from Building a Better Boyertown. And she's going to talk to us about coming out of hibernation, like big bears that we are here in Boyertown. Arr. But we'll start off things with Larry, because we don't want the ice cream to melt.
We don't want the ice cream to
right?
melt. And we have another taste tester now.
There's
do. 3 taste
Yeah.
testers. So Jillian showed up just in the nick of time.
She heard there was ice cream and she ran over here.
Right.
Well, I think she gets to choose the flavor she wants to test then.
Heck yes.
Oh, there you
You
go.
want to try cookies and brownies, M&M, apple pie, or vanilla coffee crunch?
Cookies and brownies. You don't even have to go any further.
There you go.
You had her at cookies and brownies.
Here's the second choice then. M&M, apple pie, or cookie crunch?
Go ahead, man.
I'm going to try apple pie.
Apple
I'm
pie.
going to go for that one.
There you go.
The old American favorite right there,
Yeah,
right?
right?
And we got M&M, and what's the other one?
Coffee crunch.
I'll do the coffee. I love the coffee,
All right,
so
there you go.
yeah.
And I got,
man.
and I got the
Smells
M&M.
delicious.
So we're starting off the show right with some eating of ice cream.
I make everything right in that little building there on site, so.
And the building he's talking about is the one right next to Argento's,
Yep.
in front of Tractor Supply, CVS, all those stores.
What is your say? So yeah, he's between Dunkin' Donuts
Mm-hmm.
and Argento's on East Philadelphia Avenue. What's your address there?
835 East Philadelphia Avenue.
835 East Philadelphia Avenue. It's Boyertown Ice Cream and Water Ice Factory. And I was surprised to learn before the show that you're making all the ice cream there on site, right?
On site, huh?
Yep. And I got recipes for something like 150 different ice creams, and I make my water ice on site too. So.
It's really, I
I
mean,
know.
this coffee ice cream is awesome, and I love the chunks in it. I like it a lot. And you know, the people watching, they can join in on the fun, and they can go to the refrigerator, grab some ice cream, and eat ice cream too. I'm not trying to make anybody jealous.
Is
Or they can
somebody,
run.
is
run
somebody
down here.
minding the shop right
Yeah,
now?
they're probably getting slammed right now. And
So really what you could do
Yeah.
is you could jump in your car. Now, make sure you leave the cast at Glocker on.
Of course.
You could listen to the show as you're driving down to Boyertown Ice Cream and Water Ice Factory, and you can get some of the stuff that we're sampling right now. Mine's excellent, and it actually goes pretty good with the beer that I'm drinking. It's a good combo. So let's give the folks an idea of what your capacities are, because I think it's pretty interesting to know that you're making the ice cream on site. It doesn't look like a very big place. So how much ice cream are you able to make in one batch?
I make it in a 6-quart, so it's a gallon and a half at a time. And I make 13 different flavors of ice cream, about 10 flavors of water ice. So I'm pretty stocked up. I also have an outside patio that's 24 by 24, which I'm going to have a shade tarp put over.
That's a good idea.
I got a drive-through. I got curbside pickup. So you can fax and order in soon. I'm going to have Wawa coffee soon.
How are you doing that one? How'd you pull that off?
It's just I'm buying it off the same vendor they do, and I'm allowed to sell it in a Wawa cup even.
Really?
Yeah.
No copyright infringements or anything like that?
And then same thing, I got 2 different kinds of cappuccino and hot chocolate, soft pretzels, hot dogs.
So you can take the family out, and for some reason there's someone that doesn't like ice cream, which I can't imagine who that would be. You have
They've
hot
got
dogs
other choices.
and other choices, yeah.
Yeah.
Water ice and
And in addition to the hand-dipped ice cream that you're doing and that you're making there on site, and how many flavors do you have right now available?
I have 13 of hand-dipped ice cream. I have soft serve, which you have chocolate, vanilla, and twist. But I have flavor burst. Like Rita's doesn't have flavor burst. I can inject it with 8 different flavors of ice cream, which is anything from cotton candy to bubble gum to cappuccino to I forget some of the other flavors on there, but yeah, I got 8 different flavors that it can only get injected on the vanilla ice cream. But
Okay.
I see
Gives you
here
more
cotton
taste.
candy, bubble gum, purple grape,
Yep.
tropical orange, mocha cappuccino, strawberry, chocolate, or peanut butter.
Yep.
And then that gets injected kind of like a band or like a ring
Yeah.
around the outside of the soft serve, right?
Yep, it gets mixed in. Yep, and I have soft serve served in a bowl, which is a waffle bowl that you can eat the ice cream and then eat the cone afterwards.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about my ice cream tends to be a little softer than the stuff with preservatives.
Okay.
So it's a little softer, it'd fall off the cone and it'd be a mess. So I just went with bowls, and it doesn't matter what size you're getting, small or large, you're getting the same size bowl, just different quantity of what's going in it.
It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So no preservatives are in your ice cream at all?
Nah.
Good. And so, are you making ice cream? When are you making ice cream? Like,
I make it whenever it rains, whenever I'm really slow. I've had slow days where, like, you don't get any customers, so I figured I might as well make it on my rainy days. I'm actually thinking about maybe on rainy days inviting 2 people in, 2 or 3 people, charge them a couple bucks, and they can learn how to make ice cream. But I'm also doing that for the Girl Scouts to get their ice cream badge. I'm inviting different troops in and
Oh, yeah?
teach them how to do it. So
I didn't even know there was an ice
I
cream
didn't know
badge.
there was an ice cream badge either. I just learned something new.
I did too.
So part of your concept with the ice cream, besides the fact that this is locally made ice cream, so it's made right here in Boyertown, it's a local product, you're a local guy.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Lansdale, but I've been up here 19 years.
Okay. In Boyertown.
Yep.
All right.
And I guess the other part of what I'm getting to is that part of your concept is that you are trying to support like local nonprofits. So you have a fundraiser type program set up.
What I do is I have gift cards that are $10, and the organization, these are all numbered, and I give them, they don't even have to have the money up front. I give them the cards, they sell the cards, and they turn back in the money, and I write them a check for 20% of what they sold.
Oh,
But the
okay.
best thing about
Yeah.
it, it's an everlasting fundraiser. So these cards are out there. When they get reloaded, I'll donate another $2 back if somebody puts another 10 on. If they put a 20 on, I'll put another $4. So they got to sell these once, and they got an income of cash to them. My way of marketing is, to the nonprofit organizations. I used to be with Bikers Against Child Abuse, and I used to try to get money off Toys R Us or someplace like that, and they wouldn't give the local organizations, and that used to frustrate me. So this was my answer to marketing myself and getting myself known in the community and getting known for giving back. I also do
It's a
the
good
same,
thing to be known for, right?
Yeah, I'll also do the same thing. Right now, Boyertown Wrestling is selling my cards, and the American Legion Sons of in Boyertown are selling my cards. But also, I got invited today, Boyertown Ambulance, to an off-site event. So I'm going to sell my ice cream at the off-site event, and same thing, whatever I sell, I'll donate 20% back.
Yeah. That's great.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So if somebody out there has an organization or you're involved in an organization, you're looking for a good fundraiser, give Larry a call or stop by the shop. It sounds like a great way to have a really good local fundraiser. It's
Yeah.
going to support your nonprofit or your organization and support a local business. That's
Especially
the
during this hard
win-win.
time when it's hard time with the pandemic of fundraising. I mean, this makes it easy for you to do. It's not
Right.
even a big gathering.
Yeah, right. There's no gathering needed. You're just selling it to the folks you know,
Yeah.
who are interested in supporting your organization.
And one shot, and then you can keep on giving and giving without even knowing it. They just
That's
keep
a-
on reloading that card, and
That's a great idea, man. So I guess the cards are numbered so that you can
Yep.
track them and see.
What I do is each card is tracked. So I'll, like Boyertown Wrestling has 0 through 200, and I wrote number 1 on the card in permanent marker. So I know that's my first fundraiser. So every time it comes in the door, I'll see a 1 on it. And if they reload it, I'll write it in my book that they reloaded it, and then every couple months I'll donate whatever adds up in the book.
So you're getting some shout outs. Alyssa Iobaki, who was our, I believe she was our student of the year. She was on the show.
Yeah,
she said that
Alyssa.
she went last weekend. It was great. And she's glad that they're open later. So you have some later hours.
Yeah, I open 11 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, and then 11 Friday, Saturday.
Okay. So that's great. So you can get out there a little bit early or later, I mean. And the other part of it too is that it's mostly outdoor. It's all outdoor seating, right?
Yep.
So you don't have to worry about going inside. You can socially distance, be outside, and enjoy some locally produced ice cream. Nathan Lab, who's
Yeah,
the
Nathan, yeah.
guest service coordinator at Colebrookdale Scenic Railroad, is talking about an ice cream train.
oh, that's a
There
great
you go,
idea.
There you go.
So maybe you need to hook up with Nathan after the show, and there'll be a Sunday train. How about that?
Sunday,
Sunday
right now, that came
Sunday
up.
train just came right up with it.
We were talking about it earlier, how you have ideas, and look at that.
I
They
got
just
a
pop
lot
out.
of ideas,
I got
Nathan.
to hire this guy as my marketing
I
guy.
won't even
Right.
listen, Nathan. I won't even charge you for that. Take it free. I'll just take a complimentary ride. That's all I'm looking for. So, everybody, yeah, Alyssa's saying that she was wishes you were around during the campaign, her campaign, and apparently she did very well too.
Yeah, she became student of the year.
Yeah, there you go. And raised a record amount of money in some way, shape, or form. That was what I was hearing from her.
She did. She
For
broke
her
it.
mom.
Remember, we were telling her she had to do it. She had to
Yes.
break the record. She did
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And Nathan Lab's saying too, that place is so tiny. It's amazing that you're able to produce so much.
I love
product out of
that
it.
it's called a factory, and it actually truly is. They're
It
making
truly is.
Yeah.
It's making it there.
I kind of stole the name off Philadelphia soft pretzel.
Oh, then you don't got to tell people about that.
That was
you
a
don't have
transition.
to- they're going to come after you. They're going to be like, "Hey, we want some of the profit."
And I am selling their pretzels, so I'm not stealing off.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, all right. It's a
Yeah.
It's a team
Hey.
effort.
Factory, I don't think is What's the word I'm looking for?
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted or
No,
anything.
no, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think there's enough difference between the two things. You shouldn't run into
You
any
shouldn't
trouble.
confuse between pretzels and ice cream, I don't
No,
think.
not at all. But they do go perfect together. So
They
everybody's asking about the feedback on the flavors. So people were asking about my apple pie. The apple pie was really good. I'm not necessarily a fan of raisins, and there was raisins in it, but it was still excellent. It was so good I was able to taste past the
The
raisins.
raisins.
So I mean that's a good thing, right?
Yes,
Because
yeah, absolutely.
if
So
I didn't
does it
like
taste
it,
like does it taste like homemade apple pie?
it tastes like apple pie spices. Yes, it
Nice.
tastes like apple pie a la mode. Like if you were to
Oh,
put
with the
a
ice cream
scoop
on
of
top.
ice cream
Yeah.
on your mom's apple pie, it's exactly what it tastes like.
Awesome, I like that.
So I would recommend it. I'm glad I picked that one. Jeff,
yeah,
you're up.
wait, what exactly they call this? The coffee crunch.
Vanilla, yeah.
Vanilla coffee crunch. Yeah, it's got an awesome coffee flavor, and like Jillian said, it's really, really smooth, like really smooth, but it has a crunch in there too, which is great. So yeah, I love it.
Now you were saying earlier before that you had some method that the way you were adding the ingredients, like you were using.
If I make M&M ice cream or Milky Way ice cream, you'll get the taste, but you won't find M&Ms and Milky Way in it. I actually chop them up into little pieces and I blend them into dust and put them in the ice cream mix. So you get the flavor, you get the taste, but you don't find them in it.
That's
Okay.
what I saw with mine. There wasn't quite so much chunks, but you very much got that flavor.
Now, which one did you have?
Mine was the cookies and brownies one.
Yep.
Very delicious.
Which has actually Oreos and real
And real
brownies
brownies.
in it. And then I also have M&Ms and brownies as toppings too. So if you want the chunks, you can have it too. I don't charge anything for toppings or flavor burst. The price is the price. Everything's included. I don't charge sales tax on the ice cream at all. I eat the cost on that. I do charge sales tax on the pretzels and the hot dogs and the coffee and the cappuccino, but on the ice cream I don't. It's just flat price.
Wow, nice. So you can put as many toppings on
Yeah.
as you want.
You can get 2 different kinds of scoops of things or 3 different kinds of scoops. It's the price.
Yeah,
I want to make
I
it,
like that. It's the
yeah.
price.
Yeah, right.
It's the price. I like that.
I try to give you a good quantity and good quality for a fair price.
All right, my question to you is, how did you choose Boyertown? So you lived here, so that's one part of it. I'm sure you always
Yeah.
want to.
Oh, I've been up here 19 years. I traveled all the way down to Lansdale, well, actually Chalfont, where my job was for 20 years, and then I got a different job in Doylestown, and then I got an opportunity to work local, and I took a local job. And then last year I had a motorcycle accident that put me on disability, which put me out of my job. So this was a career change for me.
Like a forced career change.
Yeah, so that's how I ended up finding out about I knew the shop was open, but I was actually looking at doing Kona water ice. And when the shop was open, I looked at it and I was looking at the traffic patterns and how much business is going on around there, and I decided to take the plunge. So I invested in opening up there.
Nice. We're glad you did, because ice cream, water ice, and all that stuff is good to have, especially
it's
when we
great.
can walk to it from Glocker.
We can definitely. Yes. No, you definitely gotta get a whole new set of clientele right from this office in of itself, because
We'll have
I know.
closings here.
Yeah, everybody will
Over
go
ice
over ice cream. I know Pat, the assistant to the assistant, Pat.
Right.
She's going to be over there all the time because
Yep.
she's always looking for ice cream. So it's great, and
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about all the different ways that people can team up with Larry in order to do their fundraisers. I mean, it's an excellent idea, and it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
And actually on the cards is my menu right on the card. So you scan that, takes you right to my menu, then you can pay with your card. So if you were closing a deal here and you had people that needed to waste a little time, I'll speed it up, get them ice cream, they can come back and sign your paperwork later.
I like it.
I like it too.
Very nice.
We
Yeah.
might have to get some gift cards
We might.
as like closing presents or something.
There you go.
With that QR code on the back that you scan, Can you, if your menu changes,
Yep. My menu
will that
gets
change?
changed. If I am out of something, I can unpublish it and take it off.
And it will still show up correct
Yeah.
with the QR code.
Yeah, it's,
Nice.
yeah.
That's cool. All right, I just want to say a couple of things. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in on Facebook, Glocker Realty and Insurance. If you like what you hear, remember to like the show. Post your comments in the comments section, and then also share the show to your news feed. The more the show is commented on, the more it's shared, the more we're able to get the word out about what's going on in Boyertown, and we can help our local businesses and nonprofits succeed. So this is a networking event. If you see somebody in the comments commenting that you want to connect with, remember, you're on Facebook. Send them a message. You can connect with them right during the show. I also want to thank the 4 people that are watching on YouTube right now.
All right.
I think
that's
that might
big
be,
for YouTube.
I think that might be a record number of YouTube watchers. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We do need new subscribers over on the YouTube channel. Also, while you're on the YouTube channel, check out some of those other listings. We put our listing videos up there. We're doing a lot of good work with the listing videos. They're very interesting and don't give you a really good view of the show.
They're cool to watch.
Now,
Yeah.
since we're talking about listings,
Yeah.
you have a new listing
that
don't
I
you?
put up today in Boyertown, 157 Papa Dickin Drive in Indian Springs. It's an end-unit home, and it's 2 bedrooms. You can make it into 3 bedrooms very easily.
Okay.
They're all the same size
Yeah.
in Indian Springs.
Mhm.
And then the 2-bedroom, the only difference between a 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom is there's a wall missing and a door
okay.
missing. That's it.
Okay.
But it's a 2-bedroom. It's really nice condition. New windows, new roof, new mechanicals. Like, it's move-in ready, completely move-in ready. So yeah.
Gotcha.
It has a nice deck out back, and it backs up to like trees. It doesn't back up to like
Like
other
a
homes or
common,
anything.
oh, so it backs up to like one of the common spaces or
Yeah.
common areas in
Mhm.
there. What is the listing price on your new
174.9.
listing? That's pretty
Yeah, I mean,
reasonable right now.
Yeah, what are
with
you going to
we're
get for
seeing in the
174.9?
market. So
And,
you,
and they have a pool there at the community too.
oh, they do?
Yeah.
Somehow I knew that.
Yeah.
I've never sold.
Probably because you're in real estate.
I've
and you
never
live in
sold it.
Boyertown.
I've never sold anything over there.
No?
I've had people look at stuff. But I've never had a listing there, and I've never sold anything. I've only been in there for showings.
Yeah, it's a real nice unit. So. Yeah,
and it's not
unit, and
it's
if I
not a
think I said
bad. It's a pretty well maintained community.
It's a very well maintained. You
And they-
drive through it. All the houses are nice there.
They're nice. They're well maintained. The grounds are well maintained.
Yeah.
And I know they just did some work over there to update a couple of the. There was some retaining wall issues and some other stuff going on there that they took care of.
Yeah.
What's the address again of your new listing?
157 Papa Dickin Drive.
So check that out. You can, after the show, wait till after the show.
After the show, of course. Yeah.
Go watch the listing video at Glocker Realty and Insurance on Facebook, and then over the next day or two, I'll put that listing video up on YouTube with the other ones. I just wanted to say that. Now, it seems to me
Yes.
that since we're here supporting businesses and nonprofits, it would be a good segue into Jillian and what's going on. Why are you here today besides tasting Larry's beautiful ice cream? What brings you in to us today?
Yeah, bring the mic over because she.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would have just come just for the ice cream, honestly. But I'm coming in to talk about our event that's happening this Saturday.
Okay.
And that is coming out of hibernation. It's our annual springtime event. Some of you may notice or remember prior events that we've held in the past. This one is going to be a little bit different than prior times that we've held this event. We are expanding it for 3 blocks. So from Reading Avenue all the way down to Washington Street. And I'm pretty pumped. We have all kinds of vendors showing up. We have the Elmwood Zoo coming out to talk about how animals hibernate, and how different animals come to get ready for springtime. They're going to be bringing 4 different animals to talk about that.
I love live animals.
Yes.
It's always fun.
Yes.
And
You never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't.
Just that little taste of thrill.
Yep.
We're also having, speaking of thrill, I'm very allergic to bees, but I am very excited.
You have one on your mask.
I know. My Happy Zen
This is
Mama mask.
her trying to get through it. Like, she's like, if I put it on my mask, how could I possibly be
fine.
scared of it?
I love bees, but I'm definitely allergic. But no, if you like my mask, Happy Zen Mama sells them.
Happy Zen Mama.
Yeah.
We know Happy Zen Mama.
We talked to Lisa. We had one of the laughiest shows,
Oh my God.
I think. I laughed the entire time, and then
I turned red at least 3 times,
at
right?
least 3 times.
Yeah.
And the name of her candles are hilarious.
Yes.
So what's going on with the bees? I kind of cut you off.
The apiary is called Hinteroff Farms. He is local. He's coming with a display case, display hive.
Okay.
An observation hive, and it'll have live bees in there. They'll be enclosed, so you will not see me at the ambulance truck with like a EpiPen in my thigh. No, none of that. It's completely safe. They will be enclosed. He's also going to be bringing some of his equipment that he works with like the mask and the suit and everything, talking about pollinators, and he'll be right near our pollinator garden, so that'll be a nice segue into that. Separate from coming out of hibernation, we are expanding that this year, so I'm super pumped for that. But we have a couple of other nonprofits like the Girl Scout troop. I think it's 1221. Troop
Okay.
122. Anyway, we have a scout troop coming out to assist with that pollinator discussion at the event. We have another nonprofit, Seniors and Sprouts, who are going to be selling bee hotels, and they are completely decomposable, so there's no everything will decompose after, like, you just hang it and it goes back
and the
into
bees
nature.
can utilize it,
Yep.
and then do their thing,
Yep.
and then when it's done, it's done.
Absolutely. And we're going to have lots of great springtime vendors like Society Blooms. They are a mobile floral truck. So she comes out, she's been in a couple of events in Boyertown already, I think specifically with Magpie, her Magpie Rentals, and her new store that she's opened up over on Grimsville Road. But she brings a floral, a kind of like a food truck, but instead of food, it's flowers, and she makes handmade bouquets right there on the spot. Her vases, by the way, totally fantastic. It'd be a perfect Mother's Day gift if you're needing any suggestions for your moms. I bought all of her vases already. I can say that they are pretty. But yeah, all kinds of vendors, and one of the food vendors that we are excited for, other than Larry and his wonderful ice cream, of course.
Yeah, everybody can try it at this event, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe Larry needs to team up with the honey guy. I'm thinking about some
honey ice cream.
flavored ice
I do have a honey flavored ice cream. I didn't make it yet, but I did buy some local honey. I just ran out of room.
I don't believe you.
So
in that big place?
What he's saying is he needs more people to get over there and eat some ice cream,
Yeah,
so
so-
he can bring the new products over.
Right.
So get over there and start eating.
Yeah.
Why is traffic backed up outside? It ain't Dunkin' this time, it's me.
But yeah, we have a food vendor who is coming, and I'm very excited for them. They are local, but not. They're from Douglasville, I believe. His name is Gio. He has been in the restaurant business for about 20 years, if I remember correctly. And he was in the newspaper a couple of times recently within the past year, but
Not in the wanted section.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to
Maybe
make sure.
wanted
I wanted
for
to
his
clarify
food.
that. When someone's in the newspaper, you never know.
Wanted for his awesome recipe.
Right.
He has a really unique situation where COVID left him in a tight spot, so he opened up his own restaurant in his house, in his garage. So he makes Mexican food, he smokes his meats out of his garage. People come up and pick up his amazing food there, and then they get it to go for takeout. And I heard about this. I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, do you want to maybe come out to Coming Out of Hibernation? So he's going to be our main food fundraiser for Coming Out of Hibernation. He was super thrilled. I'm super thrilled. I'm super extra thrilled because when we did a survey for the public here in Boyertown, the number one response was that people wanted Mexican food.
Okay.
So I heard it. I heard everybody, and I was like, okay, Mexican food. So Los Gios is coming out of hibernation.
Awesome.
I have his menu here. He's bringing some pastor tacos, some brisket tacos.
Brisket tacos sounds good.
Oh my gosh, the brisket tacos.
Brisket anything sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's been sending me pictures, and my mouth is just rolling. He's also bringing a pulled pork sandwich. And then for our sides, he's got mac and cheese with his own special twist on it, a jalapeno slaw, which I'm like, yum. I love like coleslaw, but this one sounds just extra delicious.
Yeah, I think I could do some jalapeno slaw with some brisket tacos.
Yes.
And then I'll go to Larry's.
I guarantee you I'm getting the brisket tacos. If they don't run out before I get there.
Yeah, right. We better get there early.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be off the cob street corn.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with Mexican street corn, it's the same exact thing, just he cuts it off the cob, so you don't have to like have floss to pick the corn cob out of your teeth. But
unfortunately, you still need the floss for the corn because it somehow finds a way.
So it's basically it's Mexican-inspired smoked meat and stuff.
Yes.
That's a cool mix. I like that.
He's been very popular. And
What's the name of this business again?
he is called Los Gios Smoke and Grill.
Somebody from Glocker Realty Insurance is saying that they had his food at Hidden River, and it was really good.
Yes.
So I guess he's more of like a food truck type setup then, right?
For now, at least, right?
Yeah, for now. I'm actually trying to help him come into Boyertown permanently, so fingers crossed. But yes. But I highly recommend that everybody come. I want everybody to come out and buy his food and try it and taste it and welcome him into Boyertown. But also, a portion of the proceeds does come back to building a better Boyertown, so we can continue to host great events like Coming Out of Hibernation. So.
And I'm just going to shoot in here real quick that it is from 11 to 2 on Saturday, Saturday. But the cartoon magician is going to be here, right? I can't think of what's his name? Cuckoo. How did I forget Cuckoo?
Oh, I know who
you know Cuckoo.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. He's good.
He's really good musician. He's really good magician. Yeah.
I don't. He's done stuff. I don't have no idea how he's doing it.
Yes, I've seen him at Applebee's down in
kids
Pottstown.
love him.
Yeah, he used to go around.
I love him
and he
too.
lived in Pottstown for a little while. And the one day we were at the car wash, and he lived across the street from the car wash. And he came out and started doing some stuff for my kids were hanging around. And he was like, do you mind if I show him some stuff? I need to practice. So he started doing some stuff. He's really good.
He is good, yeah.
Some of his stuff will blow your mind.
Yeah. So he'll be there the whole time?
Yes, he'll be there. Well, not the whole day. He'll be there for a good 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, so.
We do have all kinds of entertainment. So in addition to Cuckoo, we have another magician. He's called Mike the Magician. He's kind of like a corporate, so Cuckoo's more like kid themed. Mike is more adult themed. He's going to be roaming around. We've got everything from bands, Funky Frets. I think their name is Justin and Glenn.
Justin and Glenn, yeah.
Yes. There's also going to be Patricia Keith in her music studio. We're going to have Donnie Ellickson doing some interactive
karate.
Yes.
I did say it like that on purpose, by the way.
I think that's how you're supposed to say
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought that was
that's
kind of
the
a joke way of saying
No,
it.
I think that's the right way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. but we're going to have all kinds. We've got a full schedule. The alumni band is going to be out. I know they have a great following. A lot of people get very excited for the
alumni band for sure. I like that. Yeah, I love that they're still playing their instruments and all that.
Yeah.
So you said earlier before the show that it's stretched out over 3 blocks, right?
Yes.
What 3 blocks are we talking about? So people can come right in.
Yeah. So it starts. It doesn't start. It's from Reading Avenue all the way down to Washington Street. So we will be participating with. We're hosting the event at a safe CDC suggested distance, the 6 feet. We're zigzagging our tables, so that way we can encourage that social distancing. But yes, it'll be a whole 3 blocks, and we're really pumped.
And you're asking everybody to wear masks, correct?
Yes, we are asking people, just because not everybody is yet vaccinated.
Sure.
That we want to
Still,
encourage masks.
still got to be safe. Yeah.
Yes. And also, we don't want PennDOT to come and yell at us either.
Right. Because you are on a state road, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be shutting down 73 for a few hours.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to
that's-
have more events on Philadelphia Avenue. I don't want them to say no.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to bring some extra dollars for some of Gio's food.
Yeah, absolutely.
We might have to get one of each.
So we're going to be there.
Yes, I was just getting ready to say
Oh, okay.
that.
All right.
Go ahead, though.
Glocker Realty is going to be there. We're going to have a tent set up. We're going to be spinning the wheel for prizes.
Yes, we've
right?
got a wheel of fortune.
Yeah, and I think everybody wins, right? But it's just what you're going to win is the question.
Yes, there's all different levels of prizes.
Yeah.
So stop by the Glocker Realty and Insurance table. You'll meet Jeff and I.
Yep.
I think Robin's going to be out there with us.
Okay.
So at least you'll get to meet at least 3 realtors. I
Yeah.
don't know who else is coming, but I know
So we
I know
can
for
answer
sure it's going to be the
questions
3
there.
of us. You can ask your questions.
Yes. Yes.
Ask your questions.
And I will
yeah.
say, we are doing pre-orders with Los Gios. So if
Okay.
you want, you can go to his website, losgios.com.
Yeah.
If you check out his menu, you got to scroll down a bit, but there's a whole section of just coming out of hibernation menu. You just select it, select the date and time.
He's already on.
Get out of town. Get out.
I've already ordered one of each.
I'm
Yeah.
putting that link up in the comments right now. What's the
Yes.
name of his website?
losgios.com. LOSGIOS. But yeah, you gotta. It's towards the bottom of them, on the left side towards the bottom. You gotta scroll down a bit, but just select what you want. Select the date of the hibernation. All the food will be pick up at hibernation. I like I said, I've already ordered one of each.
I'm going to bounce over to Larry for a second, because I know you can order your ice cream anytime, not just coming out of hibernation, but like anytime you can order.
It's on a toast menu, which I do have it up on my website, so you can copy that link from there.
And what do you get? Like, do you get
Or it's
like
on the back of the cards too.
you get like pints like this? Is this a
Yep.
pint? Right.
Yep.
That's how you can order it, and just drive through, pick it up.
Yep. I charge for a 3-scoop ice cream the same as a pint, because you're just getting ice cream, and the 3-scoop you're getting your your toppings if you want or anything else.
Right.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
What's
Good.
your website?
I don't have a website, but
Oh,
I'm on
okay.
the Toast website, and if you go on my my Facebook, Boyertown Ice Cream Water Ice, there's a link on there for the web menu.
And on Facebook, you are Boyertown.
Ice Cream and Water Ice.
Boyertown Ice Cream and Water Ice on Facebook. So you can go over and check out Larry there. He's in the 800 block. What's your
835.
835 East Philadelphia Avenue in Boyertown. He's between Dunkin' Donuts and Argento's.
Smack dab in the middle.
Now, look, here's what happened.
Tell
we
me.
sold this ice cream so well that Nathan Lab got in his car and drove over there. And is now
I love Nathan. He's the
is
best.
now eating the ice cream
This is awesome.
and posting comments in our show. The ice cream is so good. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you.
These are the networking connections we can help you make
Yeah.
here at the Cast of Glocker.
Yeah.
So if you own a business or you're part of a nonprofit and you want to get on the show and take part in some of this live networking event, just contact us, jen@glocker.com. Tell Jen, our producer, that you'd like to be on the show, and we'll get you on there, and maybe we can drum up some business for your business right live during the show. That's pretty
I saw a
awesome.
car flying past here, and it must have been Nathan.
Was it
because he was waving out the window?
That new black Explorer that he has.
No, but that's awesome. I love it. Thanks,
I put the
Nathan.
link up in Facebook for Los Geos. I'm going to do that in YouTube next. I'm going to put that link up for ordering or pre-ordering your food for this Saturday at Coming Out of Hibernation. Which
So it's going to be it's going to be a great event. And the weather's supposed to be nice.
Yes. Oh, and one of our other sponsors that is participating in the event. I know a lot of people are starting to come back to the office, and everybody was stuck at home for COVID. They're starting
Right.
to come back to the office. One of our sponsors is Positively Happy Tails, and they are a dog walking and pet service.
Ah.
So if you need some assistance, feel some kind of way about leaving your dog at home for so long, stop by and check them out.
How many vendors altogether are you going to have?
There's going to be 48 vendors, and that includes food vendors, craft vendors, nonprofit sponsors, all of it.
Kiki's Vodka, we talked about them before.
Yes.
So you'll be able to get a mixed drink and some brisket tacos, man.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Perfect day.
Listen, I'm a fan of Kiki's Vodka. I haven't been there since the stay-at-home order.
Right.
But they have a store in Pottstown inside the old farmers market, which is now called the Pottstown Terminal. So the former Pottstown Farmer Market is now the Pottstown Terminal.
Is that starting to revive that?
It is.
Because I know that
They lost. It
Yeah.
was going good. They lost a
some-
couple of businesses with the shutdown and the pandemic.
Yeah.
There was actually 2 businesses that outgrew that place.
Yeah.
They were doing so well.
Happy Zen Mama is one.
Happy Zen Mama's one. The ladies from Honey's Homebrewed, and then also Barrister's Bagels.
Okay.
Those 3 businesses actually were doing so well they outgrew their space. So they've had to go to larger establishments. But there are new businesses coming into the Pottstown Terminal, one of them being Kiki's Vodka. They have a bar right on the High Street side.
Yeah.
It's a nice place. They have nice mixed drinks, good selection of local beers. Go check them out. That's
Definitely.
my plug for Pottstown.
That's good. That's good.
So, we have a couple other things to do, and we still have time to do it. So let's get at it. We had a show. We had a contest for the show today, and I'm sure there's some people that are tuning in to see if they won. So I'm going to turn on the Ask a Realtor picture.
Awesome.
So if you're watching, you'll see that the picture for Ask a Realtor went up, and that's over their heads right there.
Floating. Yeah.
Yes.
Jillian was holding it.
Holding it up.
Right.
So this week, I think we do have some Ask the Realtor
Yeah, we had one
questions.
that we thought was really good question. Liz Wright Drambaski, and hopefully I said the name right, but she
Okay.
knows. I'm sure I'm close enough.
Okay.
She's asking, is there a difference from a short sale and a foreclosure home sale? So there is a difference.
There is a difference.
Go for it, Matt.
Well, let's tackle short sale
Yes,
first.
because there's kind of two different things.
They are. And
Kind of involved, though, together.
they can be.
Yeah.
I would say the short sale is this, and it's kind of easier to explain. The short sale is when you are selling your house for less money than what you owe.
Yeah.
So your balance on your mortgage is $120,000, but you can only sell your house for $90,000. That would be a short
And where they
sale.
connect is usually you can't do this until you've already missed a payment and you've gone into foreclosure.
Yes, that's one way.
That's
You kind of have
usually-
to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, during the Obama administration and then after the housing crash of 2008, there was some protections that were put in place. So if you are missing your payments or you're struggling financially with your mortgage, you can apply for what's called a mortgage restructure, which is a way to avoid having to go into short sale or foreclosure.
Right.
That was a method that was developed in the Obama administration in order to stop people from having to go immediately into foreclosure.
Correct.
So there's that layer too.
Right.
But on a very basic level,
Mhm.
a short sale is when you're selling for less than you owe.
And a foreclosure home is a home that has already been foreclosed on,
Yeah.
which
It's a legal
technically a bank-owned home.
That's right.
At that point.
Right. So the foreclosure is a legal process when you've gone into default on your mortgage and the bank takes the property back from you.
Correct.
That's foreclosure. It's
Yeah.
a legal process.
Yeah, and it's a process. And in
It
that
is.
process time, that's when you can do the short sale.
Right.
But once they put your house up for auction,
Yeah.
for state
foreclosure.
auction, yeah,
Yeah.
then it's too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have up until like an hour before the sheriff sale in order to make due or make good on your missed payments.
Yeah.
Or bring it back up to. In this market, the way things are going right now, there's really no need to go into a short sale situation.
No.
The prices are so high and the market is so brisk that I would say that if you are worried about foreclosure or short sale, you should call one of us here at Glocker Realty and Insurance, and we can help you out.
Absolutely.
The other call that you should make before you even call one of the realtors here at Glocker Realty and Insurance is call your mortgage company and talk to them about the loan restructuring.
Yeah.
It's a legal process that's available to you so that you don't have to go into foreclosure.
Yeah.
There's also a foreclosure moratorium right now due to the pandemic.
Right. They can't completely
can't
foreclose
do
on your
it.
home. Yeah.
So you have a couple of steps that you can take before you even have to get into that
And
situation.
if you go back to what you just said, if you go back to 2007, the height of the market, we are way above that now. So
Yeah.
even if you paid for a home that was, paid more than you could afford for your home in 2007, you can absolutely get more for it now, and you can pay off your loan and walk away without any major problems on your credit.
There's a good possibility that you might even be able to put a little bit of money in your pocket. But I would say at the very least you should be able to
very
get out
least.
at zeros.
Yeah.
And not have to owe anybody.
Yeah.
So
So it's a good
all-
question, though.
it is all good questions.
Yeah.
And if you're struggling with any one of those things, please give us a call. We'll help you out.
Yes.
You do not have to go into foreclosure.
No, not in this market.
No.
No. So yeah, Liz Wright-Drambaski, thank you very much for the question. It was a great question.
Mm-hmm.
And now we'll move on to what's going down in Boyertown.
And Liz, because she
Oh,
asked
yeah.
a question,
Yeah, Liz.
she wins $10.
Yeah, that easy. She asked a question, not even out loud. She typed it in the computer.
$10.
We're on her phone.
All you have to do is ask a question.
Yeah.
Jen Seville, our producer, puts that question up on Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays,
Tuesday
yep.
morning. Go to Glocker Realty and Insurance on Facebook. Look for the Ask a Realtor post. Post your comment in there. All questions are answered. And the question that we answer on air, $10.
$10. Easy.
That's a shorty hoagie and a coffee. for
That's
sure.
right. For sure. All right, so what's going down in Boyertown this week? Well, we've already been talking to the expert right here. She's the manager at Building a Better Boyertown, which runs a lot of the events here in Boyertown and is trying to improve our community constantly. So kudos to Jillian.
Kudos to Jillian.
Yeah.
And come to Out of Hibernation.
Coming out of
hibernation.
We're gonna have a good
Support these-
time.
We're going to have a great time, man. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm going to be losing sleep over these brisket tacos.
I believe
I'm telling
you.
just
Jeez.
look at the pictures. You'll be drooling.
No, he won't sleep from now until Saturday. So Jillian, the expert's here with us. She already she talked about coming out of hibernation. I'm going to highlight that. I'm basically going to take her words, put it on paper, or put it electronically.
Yes, we got you. We got you.
Into my blog at What's Going Down in Boyertown at jeffknowsboyertown.com. So that's what I'm going to highlight this week. And so I was going through today. I was going through and find, this is what I do every week. I go through and try to find all the events that are happening all around the area, not just Boyertown, but all around. And I looked at Saturday, and Saturday you can spend your whole day in Boyertown and do like so many different things. It's crazy.
Right.
So that's what we'll talk about here. Of course, I have all the events on the blog. But let me just get to my right page here. So Saturdays, we're looking at Earth Day Electronic Recycling and Shred event at the community park, Boyertown Community Park.
Okay.
If you missed last week at Alt House at the Pottsgrove
Dude, they
Middle
said
School,
that the line for the Alt House Arboretum was like super
it
long.
was 500 cars, I think they said, came
500 cars came
Yeah.
through that. So
Uh-huh.
if you missed that for some reason, because it was so well
I missed it
advertised.
because I have electronics and I didn't get rid of them.
You didn't get rid of them?
No, I couldn't make it. I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
So you've got
I don't
another
think
shot.
I'm gonna make this one either.
Oh, no.
Because I'm going to be at the event. We're going to be at coming
Make
out
your
of
lovely
hibernation.
wife do it.
No,
All right.
I'm not going to put my wife to work.
All right.
Plus, I have to gather up all the electronics and stuff like that.
I see.
I'll
So
find
you're not
another
organized, is what you're saying.
I'm more. Matt, you're putting words in my mouth. No. Yeah, my trash electronics are not organized.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
All right.
All right. So Earth Day Electronics Recycle and Shred event in Boyertown Community Park, 10 to 1. So you got that in the morning, 10 before 11 o'clock, coming out of hibernation. From 10 to 3, there's a spring craft show and craft sale at the Boyertown Area Historical Society.
Okay.
So that kind of like straddles
Yeah,
the
dovetails.
coming out of hibernation,
They're
right?
also
Bookends.
in addition to the craft show, they're doing a miniature yard sale. And they're not selling any of the objects that we have that they have in the collection, but they're doing a little miniature yard sale. And if anybody had purchased the AP cakes, those will be for pickup on that day at that
The
time.
AP cakes. We talked about the AP cakes.
Now, who's doing this? Who's doing this? I'm sorry. For
The
some reason, I
Historical
totally
Society.
spaced. Oh, so Boyertown Historical Society.
Were you,
Okay.
were you thinking about that brisket?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, of course, from 11 to 2 is the coming out of hibernation, which is all sorts of stuff going on there. We talked about already.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends at Ridgewood Winery, just outside of Boyertown,
Yeah.
in Bechtelsville.
Up in Bechtelsville.
At the Ridgewood Winery, they're doing a craft and wine event where you're making wooden flower boxes
Okay.
and then painting them
And sampling
and drinking wine.
Nice.
And that's on Saturday, too.
That's on Saturday.
What time's that?
That is from 1 to 4.
So theoretically, you could do.
And it's not over yet. It's not over.
All right. Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so
my
you
God.
then you can go to the State Theater and
Oh,
watch
yeah.
The Father. It's a new movie coming out. It's got Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen the previews for it. But
I haven't either.
It's Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
You know, he's good.
Yes.
gotta be
World-renowned actor.
Yeah, right? And then you can top off the night. You can go to Durango Saloon for some Saturday night karaoke.
Oh,
And that
my
goes from
gosh.
10:30 to 2. So you started at 10 o'clock in the morning
Morning.
and ended at 2 a.m. in
2
the morning.
a.m..
Yeah, you had a big
Oh,
day.
in Boyertown.
In Boyertown, all in
Telling
Boyertown.
ya. Boyertown's gonna be popping this year.
Eh.
Everything's in Boyertown. Everything is better in Boyertown.
That's right, there you go.
There's so much stuff going on. Like we're running into the same thing down in Pottstown on the other show that I do, Porchcast Pottstown. The list of stuff, announcements for events that we have, it's just growing and growing and growing, and we're not even hitting all of them.
Yeah, no.
We're hitting the highlights, or we're hitting the businesses or the nonprofits that support us.
Yeah.
So we're trying to support them back. And it's amazing how much stuff's going
And
on.
in doing this event blog, I'm seeing it's just getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger.
Every like Saturdays, like I mean, the list is a mile long already.
Mile long.
I'm kind of scared what it's going to be like in a
In the
year
summertime.
because I'm like, I need some time of my own too, you know.
Right. No,
But-
it's becoming a full-time job.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you are bored between Pottstown and Boyertown, if you are bored anywhere within a 10-mile radius of those two towns,
Then you wanna be
You
bored.
want to be bored. You're
asking
not,
to be
yeah,
bored,
you're
yeah.
asking to be bored.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how much stuff is going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is low cost or free. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't cost you anything to go out and walk around
Yeah.
at on East Philadelphia Avenue during coming out of hibernation.
You can go
You don't
there,
have to
not
spend a
charge-
single cent.
Nah, nothing.
Just walk around.
Yeah. And you
And
can
the-
even walk away with some stuff because
Probably
we're
somebody's-
giving away free stuff. I'm
we're
sure
giving-
other people are giving away free
I was just
stuff.
going to say, somebody's going to be giving away free stuff.
Yeah.
So you come down here, not spend a dime, and probably walk away with a bag full
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
So there's one more thing I wanted to hit. So we planned out your day for Saturday in Boyertown.
Absolutely.
But there's one more thing that I wanted to hit. Starting on Monday, Shop Small to Win Big is starting, and that's a Hello 422 event.
Yeah.
It's an online event, but what they're asking you to do is you go out and you spend $50 or more at any of the participating businesses. Which there's 74 businesses, 74 local businesses involved in this. You spend $50 or more and you send them the receipt, and to show that, and then you're entered to win the prize. And the prize is, listen to this, Matt,
Okay.
$50 gift certificate for each one of these places for
I know.
74 places. That's
It's-
over $3,700.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They gave one away over the shutdown order. It was like $6,000 worth of gift cards.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
So a couple of these businesses, just to give a couple shout outs, you got the Blue Elephant in Pottstown, the Grind Restaurant in Boyertown, Hammer
Listen, if you haven't been to either one of those places, you got to go.
Both of them are spectacular.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have not had a bad meal at Blue Elephant. My son was working there for a little while, and I only live 2 blocks away from it.
Yeah.
So I walked down there to see my son, get a beer, and get the food. If you're into Asian...
And did it with the Grind. I mean,
Yeah, same
or
thing with the
Grind.
Grind. I've been to the Grind multiple times. I've never had a bad meal at the Grind. But also the Blue Elephant. If you're looking for good Asian food, go to Blue Elephant in Pottstown. You're not going to be
and
disappointed.
then you send your receipt in between, what are the dates? Between April 19th and April 25th, and you could win a gift certificate to every single one of these. But here's a couple more. Hammer and Stain in Pottstown. Like,
That's like one of those
crafting places, right?
Mhm. They're over next to the they're next to the movie theater there on 724, right across the street from the Coventry Mall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right there at the corner of Laurelwood and 724. Yeah.
Happy Zen Mama in Boyertown. Himalayan Salt and Wellness Cave in Boyertown. J.J. Radigan's Brewing Company in Pottstown. The Other Farm Brewery in Boyertown here.
I was
That's
just
a couple of the
just a couple.
74.
I was just at Other Farm last week after a closing. My client wanted to go out for lunch after the closing, so we went over to Other Farm. Another reason to pick me as a realtor. You might get free lunch.
And ice cream.
And drinks.
And ice cream.
And ice cream now. You could get beer. You get lunch, beer, and ice cream.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to the Other Farm the other day. It's the first time I'd been there in about a year, but the food was great. Everybody enjoyed what they had. The beers were good. It's good.
Yeah.
And if you're into smoked meats and barbecue and things of that nature, J.J. Radigan's in Pottstown.
Really
The
good.
chef there, his
I
name is
haven't been there
Hiram
yet.
Quintana. Dude, he's knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had his food. He's good. He's came to Pottstown through the professional or the competitive barbecue circuit,
Okay.
and he's placed high places, like first, second, third in national barbecue
Wow.
competitions. He's the head chef at J.J. Radigan's. He also has a new restaurant that he has called Stave and Stable. And then there's a burger joint called Sizzle.
He owns that too?
He's doing all three of those
man.
things.
Nice.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
guy.
I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they always have entertainment every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think.
They
Definitely
do.
Friday,
There's
Saturday.
always,
I'm not
there's
sure about
usually
Sunday.
something going on down there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say for the Shop Small Win,
Mhm.
I forget
Shop
the-
Small.
So
Win
win
big.
big. Yeah.
They've been such a huge help during COVID for all of our small businesses in the area. They've raised, I think, for some reason, 400,000 and change is stuck in my head, but they've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for these small businesses.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's
It's unbelievable.
been so wonderful for everything. I mean, in general, fantastic, but especially during COVID, they've been phenomenal.
That's awesome. That's always good to hear. But I think that wraps up everything I have to say today. Look for everything that all the events going on jeffknowsboyertown.com. What's going down in Boyertown is the blog. Also, Building Better Boyertown, they have a bi-weekly event listing. Bear Facts, it's called. And that gives you all the events happening in Boyertown as well. So always something good to look at.
Yeah, events, news, just anything
Anything.
going on in town. I think this week was mostly about coming out of hibernation and hyping that up, but we post stuff from a little bit of everything.
They post our show on it.
Yes, we do.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you are a member of one of those businesses, again, I just want to throw it out there. Contact Jen at Glocker.com. We'll get you on the show. We'll talk about your business, and we'll hype you up. It will help us help you, help us help you. It all
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
around. It's
yeah.
a big circle. We all get along. We all help each other.
And then we all
out.
have ice cream at the end, right?
There you go. Giovanni Gonzalez is saying, thanks for the support. No problem. We will see you there. And if your food is good, my friend, we'll never stop talking about it. Giovanni's going to be on the show. I think we're going to go and do a
We are,
live
yeah.
show or a recorded show with him.
Either way, we're doing taste testing.
Oh,
So we're getting samples.
all right. So
You
we'll
like that,
sample
right?
this Saturday, and then we'll sample again
Well,
when we
yeah.
go to talk to Gio.
And I'm sure we'll sample again and again and again.
Oh my God, of
Yeah.
course. I just want to go back through. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in. Nathan Lab. Don't forget to check out what's going on at Colebrookdale Scenic Railroad. Lisa Pavlik, Lisa Zankman from Glocker Insurance was watching today. Call Lisa if you would like to get a quote on your insurance. Do all types of insurance. Just want to make sure I'm giving all the shout outs. I think we covered everybody. We
And don't forget about the
everybody.
bikes at the Colebrookdale Railroad. How cool is
Those
that?
rail bikes. Last
First
I
in
heard,
Pennsylvania.
the rail bikes were booked up into June, probably past June.
I
now.
believe it. I mean, what a cool experience that would be. Especially you can bring the whole you can bring your family.
Bring the whole family.
Yeah.
Have a great time out
Yeah.
there.
You going on a rail bike?
I didn't hear of it till now.
You riding the rails on a bike. Pretty cool, huh?
Get some exercise.
Yeah, it's like
get
a
some
four-seater.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Got good views on that.
It's
train ride.
beautiful views. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, so let's break
wrap
it
it
down.
up.
We're
Yeah.
at 7 o'clock, 7:03. This has been the cast at Glocker. We are on air every Wednesday at 6-ish. You can find out what's going down in Boyertown. You can ask a realtor. You can meet new people from your community. Tune
And you
in
can-
6 o'clock.
And if you watch live, you can ask questions directly and be part of the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always want to reiterate, if you like what you see and you hear here, please share it out there. Share it on YouTube, share it on Facebook. Help us spread the word about all the good things that are happening here in Boyertown. Help our friends Larry at Boyertown Ice Cream and Water Ice have a successful run. Help him help promote this town and the people in it. Larry, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You have definitely got yourself some new customers.
Yeah, the ice cream's awesome. Yeah.
I'm Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. That's how you can find me on all social media. I also have a show called Porchcast Pottstown. That's on 5-ish on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to Matt Moyer, who's the principal of Rupert Elementary School in Pottstown.
Cool.
He's also a children's book author.
Really
And he's going to
cool.
be talking about his new children's book that's
Nice.
out. So tune in tomorrow 5, Porchcast, Pottstown.
Google Jeff Frederick. No, sorry. Google Jeff at Glocker, and you'll find me. Jeff Frederick is my name. I'm a real estate agent at Glocker, and we will be out live at coming out of hibernation
There
on
you
Saturday.
go.
So come to our booth, talk to us, and we'll spin the wheel.
Win a prize.
And we'll win a prize.
Don't forget to check out Jeff's new listing over there at Indian Run.
It's a nice one. It's a nice
The
one.
video for it is up on Glocker Realty and Insurance Facebook page right now. Check it out. This is the cast at Glocker. Like I said, we're on every Wednesday at 6-ish. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for supporting local.
See you next week.